Okay, we'll go ahead and open up for questions for Ace. Go ahead, Kelly.
You guys had more missed tackles than it's been the norm. Kind of what was going on? Was there anything in particular you saw as the trend in that?
I know for my tackles, it looked like a common thing. It was just the wrap and squeeze part was, we just lacked it today. Really, we just got to get back and drill it next week and really. But it was just a wrap and squeeze. I know personally I made on the ones I missed. I made good contact and stuff. I just didn't fully wrap and get a good grasp of them. And they had some good players and stuff, and they break tackles. So.
Next. Ken.
Florida State, can you compare the speed they had, maybe compare, against what you saw on tape?
We seen that on tape for sure. We knew they had playmakers from at the beginning of the week, on the outside, inside, in the backfield, quarterback. We knew they had playmakers and they could run and they could roll. It wasn't surprising when we got out there. We knew what to expect. We knew they a team that had speed.
Kelly? Was
there any tension in the first half? The offense has been struggling without Jeff, and you guys can't play perfect football. Does that get in your mind at all defensively a little bit when things start to go a little sideways?
Nah, we prepare ourselves to. We behind the offense. Whatever happens, good, bad, we got their backs. Just like we know they have our backs. So it's a team sport. So. If they mess up, it's our job to go make it right. And if we mess up, it's their job to go make it right. So it wasn't, and we worry about what we can control. Nobody on the defense can control anything that happens on the offense, and nobody on the offense can control anything that happens on the defense. So we let each other handle their side of the ball and stuff, and all we can do as the other side of the ball is encourage them and keep them up. So and have their backs when they need us.
Ken?
It seemed like Travis was really tough, especially on third downs, which was an area you guys have done well. Kind of what did you see on that down in particular?
We didn't get off the field a lot. We struggled on third down today. Quarterback, he's good. He was very efficient, and his receivers made plays for him, and they was real efficient on third down.
Anything else? Kelly?
As a defensive player, seeing what Zach did at the end of the game and kind of leading you guys to some scores and getting a little more comfortable in offense, is that an encouraging sign for you guys, not knowing where Jeff stands for the next couple of weeks, to see the offense move the ball a little bit more? Does that pick you guys up at all?
Yeah, for sure. I told Zach at the game I love the way he played. He played with his heart, and I can't ask for nothing more of that. He gave us all he had, and he emptied the tank. So I'm comfortable with Zach, and I told Zach whatever happens, we gonna have his back. So.
Okay. We'll go ahead and get started with the offensive student athletes. On everybody's left, we have quarterback Zach Pyron. On everybody's right, we have wide receiver Jenkins. We'll go ahead and open it up right for questions for these two. Kelly?
Zach, what was it like when you found, I guess, when did you find out, and what was it like that you were going to be part of the game plan for this week?
First, I got to give all honor, glory, and praise to my Lord and Savior. I pray it every day, whether it's win or loss, no matter what the result. He's the one that ultimately is in His hands. So first, I just wanted to say that, and then through the week, we knew I was going to get some reps here and there in the game, just to get some different looks and different packages. But I wasn't necessarily expecting to after that second or third drive I was in to stay in until we thought it would be maybe what we should do. So, but throughout the week I was preparing as me and Gibson and Jeff, we were all preparing together that if it was our number that we'd all be there and be prepared no matter what the outcome was and no matter what the situation was. So.
Okay.
Because Zach, the first half and the second half were markedly different, and Coach Q was saying that they were opening it up. Just how different did it feel for you in terms of, I imagine, just probably feeling more comfortable and making some more plays?
Yeah, it was you get settled in after one or two or three drives, and I started settling in, and Coach Long and Coach Winky and all them walked up to all of us, all the receivers. EJ was there with us the whole game and just said we got to open it up a little bit, take some shots. So started trusting these guys, trusting the offensive line. They played a phenomenal game, good pass protection, and we had to get something going. So we just opened it up and we're trying to take some shots.
Jonathan.
Did you kind of going on to the first half versus the second half, it's almost seemed like, from my perspective, you had a lot more kind of rushing coming at you in the second half. The blocking seemed to improve. Can you talk a little bit about just kind of, did the onside kick out? Was there something at halftime that kind of helped some of the performance on the rest of your teammates?
I mean, yeah, the onside kick helped with some energy and stuff, but you know, like Coach Key said before halftime, before he went out, like you can get all riled up and all emotional, but you know, the first thing that happens is it's going to go back down. You know, so we had to play a steady game. Don't get too high, don't get too low. You know, ride the waves and just be smooth with it. And so I mean, that's something that we tried to do. But the onside kick definitely helped, and then EJ made up a big play right there in the pass game, so it kind of got everything going. You know. They were going to bring some pressure just because it was my first game, so we were expecting that to be in there. They were expecting us to pressure us just because it's, you know, me never getting reps before. They're going to send everything at us, trying to catch us off guard with something. So, offensive line is doing a really good job making adjustments, and you know they started picking everything up.
Go ahead.
EJ, you made a nice play on the touchdown grab and river breaking, getting it to the end zone. How important was that? You guys have been bottled up for, I think, 4+ quarters at that point offensively to get the touchdown and get the end zone to get it going.
Yeah, it was definitely needed just to sit there, just change momentum, change everybody's really morale throughout the game and whatnot. So I feel like me getting into the end zone was definitely a spark that we needed to base forward throughout the game.
Okay.
AJ, kind of same sort of question about the difference between the halves. What did you feel or see in terms of you guys being able to, you know, play a lot better, move the ball better in the second half?
I feel like it was just everybody just calming down, taking a deep breath, taking it play by play, just really just going out there, just give the best effort that you can, just going back into the locker room, making sure that you can look yourself in the mirror and not having no regret. So I would just feel like people just going out there and just doing what you do best and just execute, just taking a deep breath.
Jonathan.
Yeah, EJ, can you, and both of you, can you guys comment, obviously the 3 quarterbacks that you guys had, all of you got reps this week. Can you talk a little bit, is there a difference in the game plan, you know, based on who you might play or the play selection, or is it really kind of the same, everybody's executing the same thing?
Of course, like every quarterback has their strengths and weaknesses. I would say that us as a receiver group, we were comfortable with whoever was behind the center. And, you know, the way Coach Long dials up, whoever the play call, we know how to execute it. We've been practicing this throughout camp, just getting rest for everybody. So whoever was behind center, we were confident. Whoever was taking the snaps, and just sitting there, just making sure that we can continue to communicate and talk to whoever was in the game to make sure everybody was on the same page.
Kelly.
What went through your mind, Zach, when you went in the game and you hadn't played a competitive snap like that in a game since high school, and it was almost a year ago? Just kind of what were your emotions like, and what was it like getting hit for the first time too?
So I mean, I woke up this morning and you know, I woke up pretty early and was up for a lot of people. I was kind of emotional there, just being like, you know, knowing I'm about to play my first college game, something I worked for, you know, my whole life. Like Coach Wong said today in pregame, you know, these are the games that you wake up on Saturdays when you're little, when you turn college game day on, and you know, these are the type of games that you're watching and you get excited for. So, you know, I was pretty emotional, but you know, Jeff, Coach Winky, and you know, Coach Wong, they all did a good job of being like, look, go in there and breathe, you know, relax. It's just another game. It's something I've been playing my whole life. It's still a 100-yard field, 53 wide, just different players. So, you know, it felt good. Getting hit felt good. So calmed down really quick, and you know, just trusting the guys around me that, you know, I had that, and just putting my trust in the Lord, knowing that He has a path for everything, and you know, it felt really good. So.
Anything else? Ken, if you want to wrap us up.
Yeah, I ask about 2 things. One, the last play of the game, obviously the game's you know, the outcome is no longer in doubt, but you fought and got some tough yard, got in the end zone. Kind of what was going through your mind there, and then coming off the field, I noticed you had shared some words with Coach Key. I'm curious what that conversation was.
You know, it wasn't an outcome we wanted. No matter what the score is, we're never going to give up. We're going to keep pushing. You know, that's something. The last play of the game was like, you know, it's every play that matters no matter what. It's always 0-0 no matter what the score is, no matter what the time is. So that's something that, you know, that we all wanted to do. We all just wanted to, you know, we wanted it. So that's one thing, just not giving up, you know, not being sorry for myself. And Coach Key, you know, he just gave me a hug. said he's proud of me, but said we got to keep working. You know, it wasn't the result we wanted, no matter what the outcome of the performance was. So we got to go in tomorrow, put the work in, and build off of it because you know, I just hate losing, and he hates losing, and everybody hates losing, and we want to change it. So that's got to get to work.
Okay.